keep that flag.
Yeah.
Hi Kim, hi Tina. This group, these reporters have been here before. They were here about a month ago. Now they're coming back to film. Hi Marlene, my Sergeant Major bride. So they're gonna film. I was showing them where the guys are and gave them a little talk about the cemetery. It's keeping the bugs, keeping the bugs away.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, I put some stuff on mine.
It's peppermint oil.
Hi, Deb for Freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Sharon.
It works very well.
Oh, okay.
Keeps the bugs
Yes.
away. So.
Yeah, and it's safe for your skin too.
Okay. Hasn't got any weird stuff in it.
Right. All natural. Yep. Welcome.
Hi,
back.
Jericho.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. What was it? Last month?
Yeah, it had to be at least 30 days ago. I was here.
Yeah.
Hi, Wild One. Hi,
I
Jericho.
heard there's some other people from NHK a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard.
Yes.
Heard the news. They're getting famous in Japan.
I guess so.
More famous there than we are here.
Yeah, too bad our own government won't.
Well, did you see that big article in the Atlantic the magazine?
I don't read the
You don't
Atlantic.
read that stuff? What was it?
Hi, Freedom Nuts.
Not that bad.
Quite a sympathetic article.
I'll have to look.
Mickey and
Nicole?
Nicole, yeah.
I'll have to read it up. Because I remember when the Atlantic was here.
And we had British out there last night.
Oh, really? They're here for the elections too.
Sure, everybody's going to be.
Everybody's here for the elections.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry about that.
Oh, well.
So who you talking to people on the
Yeah, see there?
stream?
Yeah, see.
Amazing.
I got on there. There's Karen. Hi, Karen. One of my people that watch over the stream. You
All right.
know, my friend Kim.
Right.
They take care of the stream. And
Oh, I see.
somebody gets out of hand, they can put them in the corner.
Okay.
You know. But see, I have it on I got it on Rumble and Getter also.
Right. Yeah, I took a. I looked at some of this stuff. Yeah, it's amazing. So if you talk now, they can hear you.
Oh yeah,
Oh, right.
they can hear everything that's going on right here.
Right. So what's the just for the camera? What happened? What's the order? You put the pictures there, and
Yeah.
then
Put our flags up.
flags up, and
and,
then they sing the national anthem.
No, we
That's
Oh, that's for the end.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
Right.
say a prayer and then
Say
we
a
do
prayer.
our pledge to our flag,
Okay.
and then we play music and wait for somebody to call in.
Okay. And you wait for 8 o'clock to come.
Like last night, I had over 5,700 people watch.
Really?
Just off a little phone.
Amazing what you can do with the phone these days. Right? Yeah.
You know, like you see all these, you know.
Boylan was beat to death by Captain Police Officer Lila Morris till she was dead. Kevin Reese and Benjamin Phillips were both shot with percussion grenades that induced fatal heart attacks. Those are the only 4 patriots that died on January 5th. Officer Brian Sicknick was a Capitol Police officer who, the story tells you that he was hit in the head by a fire extinguisher and subsequently died, which is absolutely false. Officer Brian Sicknick suffered a stroke during the Capitol January 6th events. His fellow officers laid him on a couch, did not give him medical attention till later in the evening, where he was transported to the hospital and the next day died of natural causes from a stroke.
These other 4 days.
Yes.
Vigil, that's her daughter. Right, well, it's everybody's focus. We want justice for
That she was initially the reason why this vigil was started by her mother, was to get justice for her death, her murder, and the rest of these murders.
Thank you. When I first came here, we were all over here by the building with the guys in there. Police officer came and said, here, I was originally over there, I was famous building, and then graduated. One of my mods, Kim, came up with freedom. We used that as their town up one few of the backward 7 and 7 I think there's 28. We have one girl. Well, there's quite a few. But they usually transport them here for trials and sentences. Other than that, they take them to detention centers and then bring them back. They call it diesel. They bust them there. They all run by Hi, Tammy. Hi, Teacup. Okay, these people, they were here last month before I went home. I got to talk to them for a while. They're showing up now. They're going to be doing their filming. So they're from Japan. Hi, Evelyn. Oh, thank you, Kim. I got distracted. I'm gonna make sure Sherry has hers. She doesn't have her stream going yet. Hi, Jane. Thank you all for the birthday wishes yesterday. I opened up some packages. They were awesome. Kim, the flags are kick butt, and we're gonna look for a flagpole to put the one Free the J6 banner up. I mean flag up. I will take a. Yes, it is, Kara. I'm going to use the other flag keep it in my car, so when the losers come, I can put it on the other side of the fence, so they have to stream it. But they're both excellent flags. I would have took pictures of them, but we were doing something else. We're looking for an Airbnb, a cheap one, to get us through the middle of November. That took up most of our day because we've been just trying to find the best one that can fit our budget. Hi, Sherry. But I will take some pictures of them there, Kim, so we can show them. While we're talking about that, here's my birthday cake from yesterday. It says Roger, third birthday in Freedom Corner. And then I have another one with the candles lit. As you can see, we didn't put a lot of candles on there because you can't have an open flame here on the corner. And it was very good. All the fruit on top was delicious. Yes, it is, Betsy. Well, this is the second one from Japan. There was another group while I was away that was here. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Jay Jones. No, we'd probably have to have a fire truck on standby there, Jay.
They're from the news department.
Yes.
Yeah. They're doing news. We're doing a documentary.
Yes, it was just funny when I was like, well, wait a second. All right. He usually is just. Rebecca.
Hello.
Hi.
We're back here again.
Okay.
From a month ago. When we come with our cameras.
It says it isn't. It says it wasn't.
I brought the umbrella. Cover the speaker with that right here. But I mean, if you don't need it. Try not to. I had an amazing time in Texas. The first weekend we went to a First Amendment film festival in Greenville. And
Bluetooth
the rest of the week with my daughters, and then my niece got married, and I came back. So yes, got to go to the hill country of Texas, which is really quite beautiful if you ever get a chance to go. And yeah, so it was refreshing to. Yes, I did. And it was good to get back because so many people were gone from the corner, and we had, just as bare minimum keeping it down, but here we are 786 or 7 days, and, we made it through that patch. Roger and troopers back from
The great
North
state of
Dakota,
North
that's
Dakota.
right, Mickey's back from California. So,
We'll come back after a little break.
yeah, and
Dwight and Lily will be back Sunday.
that's right. And, so it's going to be busy leading all the way up until, we get something resolved with what's happening with the Jan 6ers, and then we really get an investigation into Jan 6, and just have to, it's tough being here,
Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for your donation. Those two other, I have two other checks. One, the one you gave me before I left, and then I had one I kept from April. So in case I took them all the way, they might have thought I stole them. So, the bank contacts you. That's what they're doing.
I appreciate you give them the girl
Dominic Box today with his
last night at my Twitter account. Someone told me, oh, I should donate.
Well, good, because Sherry and me are looking for an Airbnb. We're going to be hopefully 2 more weeks at the place we're at. But I think we found one in Upper Marlboro. We're going to have to see about parking. Hi, Diane.
Yeah, yeah. Up here.
Is it northeast?
It is. It's north.
Northeast, okay. So I didn't get that.
Yes, it is, and that is very important. No, what you know,
It's just random.
it is. So, and they, with the other crew, the other night,
Oh, you can host that? Really?
you would like to.
Okay.
Hey, Susie, we're gonna have a Ohio State representative a legislator. Is she from Georgia? I didn't get to meet her, right?
Yes, I should.
So hi everybody, we made it through my birthday, all right. Let's see the flags I got. I need another flagpole. So I better go on Rumble and say hi to everybody. Hi, green-eyed lady. Hi, Susan. Hi, Jay Keats. Hi, Kara. Thanks for joining us on Rumble. I gotta share it out to Truth Social here. Hi, Chanel. Hi, Freedom Nuts. We got to find out which one we want. We want one like this one here. I'm not gonna bring. I'm only gonna bring the one with the two hands and free J6 with the broken links. But the other one I'm gonna keep handy. So when the critters are here, I'm gonna tape it so they have to see it.
Oh no, I don't know if I can enunciate that right, Cora, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna butcher it. Yoroshiko Onagai Shamasu. I don't know.
Are you speaking in tongues?
No, Tara said, and I know I butchered it because I'm from East Texas, you know, so that is just how that is. And so it's standard greeting, and it means please be favorable to us.
While elite folks control all the political parties.
I tried for it.
Trying to make you pick sides, trying to make you burn the cities down and kill each other. They got sick minds, big lies, keep on the police so that there's big crime. To take away our freedom, to restore order, they let die. Play with people, turn men into women, make the counterculture mainstream to mix up the system. Change the pronouns, the gender is a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities with millions. They starve you with a lack of information.
list
They
of
only
them,
give you
man.
facts through a
We
branded
went to the-
corporation.
well, I'll tell y'all
Start your
when we get up
worldview
there.
with an algorithm that changes based
we
on
went to
propaganda
hear some
curated
of
for
the,
your engagement.
Butler,
We can't be
Pennsylvania,
we're on the same team.
we got harassed by one of the Capitol Police officers. We were just sitting there. How did it go? Yeah. What they say? Take the 3-year
Hollywood been writing your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, fleet, bet, cab. They trying to dumb you down. They endorse whatever narrative is popular to shout and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides on the spectrum, but ain't none of them honest. Took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage. Being woke used to mean you
What am I supposed to show? Oh, up here? I will do that. They're having a talkie talk right now. Hi, sir and ready.
Trump supporters labeled as the racist, but they can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery. Science been politicized, it's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which side you believe. But you'll never cure a sickness till you cure the greed. Because the
Tracy
with our natural immunity
Quimbley from Buffalo. Wow, these are from my home area. The last two, we got they've arrested 4 more people today.
Yeah, they got.
These two people are from almost my hometown.
Are they?
10 miles away.
And then the Quimby, I heard about, and the Windy, both from New York. Yeah, Tracy and Wendy.
They're from, I grew up like 20 miles from there.
Oh, did you?
No idea what I was
They
doing.
confuse you. They want you dumb and dead. They divided you by race, religion, income, and sex. Made everybody right and left. The hatred got so intense. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head. And the conspiracy theories labeled as misinformation is just a terrifying truth that scares the hell out the nation. The system treating you like trash, and you got rifles to aim with. Just imagine how they'll treat you when your guns get confiscated. George Orwell, 1984 was his last lecture. George called them dot police. Now we call them fact checkers. Government surveillance trying to catch you. They don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors. The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. They say if we ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. Well, their agenda and intelligence completely classified. They don't teach your rights in school, you never learn them at all. Cause they're easy to remove if you don't know what they are. The only people you can rule are the criminal ones. So they force you into corners till you're breaking the law. We can't be free.
I'll be right there, Sherry. Sharing out the stream.
No, don't put it up yet, honey. Step go first. Okay, you guys gotta lower it, lower it.
My boys in
Did you get it? Yeah.
me away.
I don't think so. Go. Nope. Didn't lock in.
My voice is all that I can give.
Yep.
They've taken everything except this life I live. divide with fear and hate. And keep us in our homes till it's too late.
It doesn't have a quick.
Well, they came with guns, said welcome to our day. No rights, no trial, they locked me in a cell. So to my
Go that way,
boys,
son.
I left behind that January day.
Keep
I
going.
stood for thoughts, I stood for words you may never get to see. And through the years and all the tears, we may never be the same. So I pray. There's men on the block lost everything. But every single night there's an anthem they sing. And then I sit down trying to write to my son.
There's that guy whistling at me.
Words about
He's been missing.
Probably missed it. I heard him a couple times. He's whistling at me in North Dakota.
will they ever understand that I stood for them?
Okay, now.
Trying to right the wrongs that evil put us in. So to my boys, I left behind that January day. I stood for dollars.
There's only a 22% chance.
You may never
No, it won't rain for sure because we got that up.
and through the years.
Safer than sorry, it just took a second.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca said 100%.
I said 22%.
So I said I wish I was the weatherman.
Let me
Got
see
that
money.
Oh, yeah. Who won the pool last night?
Still there.
Full winds.
Got the whole pot at $4.
Take your mind or your soul.
Don't you feel rich?
I do, actually.
They want you to hate,
The
but
report
it's
says
never too late
100%.
to choose
7
love.
minutes later, 6 minutes later, it starts to rain and 100%.
I'm looking at mine. I don't see a cloud in the sky.
They used to tear down the best of us. There's a sin.
Now, if we were in Fredericksburg, it would be raining.
He says, oh,
This
well, I
is
can
a Washington,
see when you
D.C.
message,
Yeah, I
or
got
when you read
mine.
my message. And I'm like, well,
Let me look at the Weather Channel.
and then he's like, we didn't send me a message, so.
But it's better to have it up than not have it on. It don't take as much. Take it down.
Each facility is just so
Talk
different.
about freedom, they'll remind you you're a slave. So to my boys, I left behind that January day. I stood for thoughts, I stood for words you may never get to see. And through the years and all the tears, we may never
Hi, Priscilla. Y'all for joining us tonight.
My voice is all that I can give. They've taken everything except this life I live. So this one's for my poison old man.
Hi, Kimber.
They're sending me away 'cause I took a stand.
Turn mine on. Got my extra battery.
Gotta go away 'cause I took a stand. Is there anyone left to make a stand?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the J6 Vigil. Thank you for joining us. Please join us in prayer and our pledge. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight. We do ask for your forgiveness, Lord. We know we are not perfect, but we do strive to be better every single day. Lord, we ask for your hedge of protection over our J6ers and their families, Lord. We know so many are struggling right now, and so many are left in the dark, not knowing where their loved one is or how they are. So many new arrests where the families just think they have nowhere to turn. Lord, we know they can turn to you, but we also ask that you help guide us in reaching out to them and uplifting them. Lord, so many Americans are struggling right now. Our country has lost their eyes on you, Lord. We need you now, God. We know our country cannot sustain without you. We thank you so much for allowing us to gather here each and every night on this corner. And we ask for prayers that you guide us each home safely. And again, Lord, lift up our J6ers. Keep them strong. The fight is almost over. We ask all of these things in your precious Son, Jesus' name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Air salt all the way.
All right. You know what? We are coming up on Family Weekend, and that is something that we can celebrate. That, you know, so many of the Jan 6ers that were held here before did not get to have that experience. So, you know, and there's some young families in here, and it's going to be the first time that they've been able to see all of their family at the same time, because normally there's just one or two visitors allowed at a time, and you know, people have bigger families than that. So it's going to be a happy, sad weekend. You know, I guess bittersweet you can call it, because that's tough emotions. It's hard to leave your family members behind in these circumstances. I know that Olivia doesn't get to be with her brothers and her family and experience all of that because she's in another part of the jail, and you know that's going to be tough with her being just right there and the rest of her family being able to enjoy each other. But they have such amazing hearts. The Pollock, she'll just be rejoicing in the fact that they're all there together. So God bless them, and they're traveling through, you know, they're going to be traveling up with that hurricane, and so we're praying for the Pollocks on their travel up. And Brittany Atwood, you know, Josh Atwood called in last night, and they have a very young family, and they are going to come stay with us, and we get some of that baby love. But some of the Patriots in Pennsylvania, Tina and them, they are putting together a baby shower for them, and there is an Amazon registry. And you know, I was telling Mickey where, you know, we both have families, and you know, they're both been very hurt, you know, to degrees by January 6th, but our children are older, and even though we have these same worries for our family, we're not having to ensure we've got to get kids dinner and a bath and in bed and to school tomorrow, on top of dealing with, you know, just the enormous stress and the isolation that comes with being a Jan 6er. So, you know, Joshua was their primary breadwinner, and you know, he is now serving his time right here behind us. So I know that our mods out there will have that Amazon registry. They got it. Everybody's sending it out, and I know there's going to be a really beautiful baby shower a week from Monday in Pennsylvania. Tina's
this coming Monday.
Oh, this coming Monday. See, we questioned that. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, so if everyone could get on, everyone can see what is still needed, and let's just shower them. It's going to really bless this family. And we're gonna get to, share some love with them this weekend. So it's really tough. And oh, you know what happened to Mickey and I today? This is yeah. So we get up and we go, and we're going to go to the hearing that is the task force that is investigating the first attempted assassination of Donald Trump. And they had the law enforcement that was on the ground, local law enforcement that was on the ground that day, and what they witnessed and what they went through, and it was very thorough. And we were there because we wanted to hear what they had to say out of their mouths. We have gone since the first moment that it was open since COVID. We have been in as many committee hearings as really we could stomach. Lots. More than a dozen. More than 20, I would say. And today, a Capitol Police officer comes up while we were sitting and awaiting the beginning of the hearing. Quietly, orderly, reading our phones, talking, chatting amongst each other. And I'll let you take it. Because what did he say?
Well, we're sitting down, and we have look up, and all of a sudden, this police officer has his hand on the back of Nicole's chair, and he's leaning over us, and his leg is shaking, like he's nervous or he's angry, and he just wants to let us know in case we have any trouble in mind that he's watching us. And I said, well, I don't know what would make you say something like that. We have been in, I think I said over 20 committee hearings. We have, and Nicole said we have never been asked to leave. And then Suzanne Monk kind of chimed in with some stuff. And then I said, we don't have anything planned. We don't have any water bottles in our purses or anything.
Don't have a flagpole.
And then he just reiterated that he's watching us in case we have something up our sleeve.
Yeah, I said, the majority of the hearings that we've set in on has been the weaponization of the government against the people. Excuse me, sir, because of our shirts.
Oh, he did say it
because of our shirts. And I said, yes. And Roseanne Boylan is on the back. And, yes. And we were causing no disruption, nor have we ever known to cause disruption.
A couple of faces.
Yes, and justice for all during the anthem during the judiciary. But not ever have we been asked to leave. Not ever have we been disrespectful to the gallery. Now, once it's gavelled in, it's a very different story. And once it's gavelled out, that's also a different story. But, in between gavels, we're always very appropriate. And that today, he was trying to be very intimidating to some middle-aged women that just wanted to hear some answers about the attempted assassination of probably our next president of the United States. And they we're not going to be intimidated. You're not the first, bozo that thought that he could stare us down. So.
And he did it like from a half-seated position, because in these rooms, this is actually a room we had never been in before. It was quite a lot bigger, and I think they should hold more of their hearings in that room, because comfortable chairs, and the other ones aren't like right on top of you, because when you go to the committee hearings, usually in the Rayburn building, you have to step on your neighbor to get in and out. But this was nice, roomy, good chairs, and
he was leaning on a table.
There was this column. And he had, there was enough room for him to get one of his cheeks up there. And that's how he sat. It's like, is that really, that's just not a good look. That's not how.
And they want us to have decorum.
Yeah, but he was sloppy looking. So, and I think he could have tightened up that beard a little. I don't know. I think that, there used to be a certain standard of dress code for police officers, and maybe some body posture, no slouching. No half-ass cheek leaning on the column of the United States.
Uniform not be wrinkled.
Yeah, how about
Have
that?
some
Or it
respect
fits.
for where you're working.
Hit all those belt loops.
Yeah.
The one in the back too. Okay.
Well, so we did go, and there are so many shocking things about that day, and at the end of the day, this government hasn't done anything for 3.5 years. We're still waiting on answers from January 6th. We're not going to have the answers from Butler, Pennsylvania anytime soon, other than we know that there was okay. Oh, that somebody dropped the ball.
And then we also did a podcast with Tina Peters today,
Yes.
which will air tomorrow. I just want to say about Tina Peters, she is a brave woman. She has definitely done her part for this movement, and they're going to sentence her on Thursday. No, on the 3rd, October 3rd. And then, you know, I hope they don't make an example out of her, because they're sentencing her right before the election. Her case has to do with, exposing the machines, and I just pray for Tina.
Well,
Absolutely. You know, she did this for everybody.
Yep.
She is an absolute warrior for everyone, because there is an absolute inherent risk when you go against this government that you are going to be targeted, you're going to be prosecuted, and of course, she was convicted of a conspiracy charge, because as we know, you can get a conspiracy charge right now by shaking your head at me. So, let's really keep her in our prayers. It's tough to stick and stand up against this government. We have over 1,500 American citizens that are being charged because they dared stand up for the government that day. We have 4 American citizens that were murdered that day. And, so we know the risk, but we're going up into this election, and I just pray that we have the stamina and we have the strength. I know that we're going to have the stamina and strength to get through it. What they're doing in the DC jail pod right now, I'm not really understanding. I know a lot of the new guys that are being brought in are being taken to Philadelphia. So, and these people, that's a transfer center. A lot of those people have already been sentenced, so they would be on their way out anyway. I'm not so sure about the same would not go for Rockne Earls, who is still yet awaiting sentencing. So hopefully they will put him up in the pod, and we just got to see what they're planning on doing, because they're not moving anyone over. There was quite a fear for Joshua Atwood not to be able to see his family this weekend, but they say their lawyer says that it is all good, and Brittany and them really think that it will happen. I think Sherry has some information.
Well, you covered most of this, but oh, did I?
And speaking of our future president, everybody in America is struggling right now. And the 2 top concerns of America at this current time is 1, our economy, but 2, our border. And for those of you who didn't hear, our next president vowed multiple times today that he will, on the first day, abolish sanctuary cities and take our country back. So if you are on the fence about who you're voting for, and you're in one of these small towns that is being overrun by illegal immigrants, and yes, I'm going to say illegal immigrants, then that should tell you who's going to get this country back on track. For the first time, his running mate is going to go to the southern border. She's not there to close the border. She's there to let them know and to see firsthand just how many of her voters are getting through. So don't let the disguise fool you. She is all about letting these people into our country, letting them illegally vote, and we cannot allow this. I am also from a very small town in Ohio, and I've heard firsthand stories about what's going on in these small towns. More illegals than the entire population of those small towns are invading. Wake up, America. Vote Trump into office. Let's get our country back. He can't do it by himself. It is going to take each and every one of us, first of all, to vote him in, but second of all, to support his policies. to back his policies and his choices. You may not always understand every aspect of every policy that he makes, but I guarantee you one thing. President Trump is going to put America and the citizens of this country first in all of his policies. And that includes the foreign wars, the foreign funding. So if you're still on the fence of who to vote for, and your small town is being overrun, your community resources are being drained, your veterans aren't getting health care and are sleeping on the streets, you should know who you're voting for. I beg of you. Let's take our country back.
That's right. Fight, fight, fight.
I tried to warn y'all 4 years ago. You're listening now, ain't ya? 'Cause Democrats are so yesterday. Everybody get your ass on the dance floor. Shaking 'cause we're bringing Donald Trump back in 24. All the haters to the left, you ain't cool no more. Better pack your bags, we're bringing Trump back in 24.
All right, Jerry and me are saving up for our Airbnb. So I just want to thank a few people that donated to my birthday yesterday. We got Vitalis, thank you. Get them all on here. Dottie, thank you so much. Cleo, thank you so much. Kathy, I'm not gonna say your last name because some people don't like your last names. The idiots that are watching might come after you. Angelina, thank you so much. Cheryl, thank you so much.
It's a machination revolution. You know that all rhinos gotta go. The Trump train's about to roll.
Kim, thank you. And Matthew, thank you so much. This will all be going to so we can save up and get an Airbnb. It's gonna start getting rainy and cold here, so we're gonna try to get one early. MK, thank you so much. And we will be getting a cheaper one. We don't need one that's what do you call it, decked out. As long as me, all I need is a shower and a toilet, and that's it. Diane, thank you so much. I hope I'm getting everybody. Diana, thank you so much. Lightning Girl, I don't know if you all know who Lightning Girl is, but she sends me tons of screenshots about the Vigil. And, I always post them onto to social so people can see that, you know what, I'm not just talking trash, but we're actually out here. Jay, thanks for the coffee. Armada, thank you so much for the cash app. Denise, Shirley, Anonymous, didn't want their name read off, I guess, but that's fine. Thank you so much. And Winkin Young, am I pronouncing that right?
Yuan.
Wenqing, thank you so much. I don't like saying her last name. So thank you guys so much. Hi, Mama Earth. We want to stay here and do the best we can to get the message out to this country and to this world. And that's the only way we can do it, folks. You know, it's hard not, you know, all my life I've supplied all the cash that I need by myself, but, you know, being here in D.C. and doing what we're doing, it's hard to find a job that they want you to work at without a bunch of requirements. But, you know, I appreciate you all helping me out, helping Sherry out, because all the cash donations I get is helping Sherry and me together. She's like a sister to me. She takes care of me, and she's a joy in my heart. Thank y'all for joining me yesterday on my birthday. We had well over 6,500 views. I wish it was like that every night or greater, but you know, we're doing what we can. There's the song, Jay. Yes, it is. High Niner, it is a powerful song. So it should be pretty busy here on the corner this weekend. Don't forget, on Sunday we'll be going to, what is that thing called? I'm sure I got it on here. But maybe I don't.
Sing this together.
We'll be going here.
Come on,
be on the in between Washington Memorial and the World War II Memorial, and should be pretty interesting. We'll be there until we have to come to the Vigil. I'll be streaming it. Hi, AK. I hope it's a massive rally too. That's why we need to pray for the people in the path of that hurricane. Hi Tiffany, hi Tracy.
His name is above. His name is above depression. His name is above loneliness. Oh, His name is above disease. His name is above cancer. His name is above every other name. Listen to this. That is who you are. That is who you are. Jesus. And that is who you are. I know that is who you are.
Appreciate the hugs. I like the hugs. I'm thinking my museum.
Good to share his birthday later, but that's good.
When there's a storm raging in your soul, you gotta thank God that you're still growing old. If them demons you're fighting won't go away,
It's interesting talking to somebody every night that hasn't really lived.
drop on your knees and pray. Life can get hard sometimes, I know.
I had over 6,500
Gotta get up and walk straight and narrow. When they're chasing you down with an old bloodhound and you're running through fields for your life, you gotta get up, son. I know we're gunning for
Say hi to the
you.
people on Gutter.
My son's doing well. He was a healthcare worker in yesterday, and he has no signs of infection. They took all the brains out, and he should be on the again by Christmas, which sounds like an
Don't let the thoughts of yesterday crowd out the visions of today.
I appreciate everybody's prayers.
Don't let your
Yeah, if you haven't subbed to Tracy, let's get over there, folks.
We will all be judged same someday.
So much more comfortable.
Life can get hard sometimes, I know. You gotta get up and walk straight and narrow. When they're chasing you down with an old
IFG.
bloodhound and you're running through fields for your life. You gotta
Hi,
get
Sean.
up, son. I know they're gunning for you.
Hi, Christian.
When they're chasing you down with
Thank y'all for joining us over there on Chatting on the Gutter.
fields for your life. You gotta get up, son. I know they're gunning for you.
Should be having a call in here pretty soon. I bet you they're getting excited because the families are coming in this weekend. And it'd be good to see some of them that we've met before.
Prepared correctly this time.
And be glad to meet some new ones.
I think it's going to be a good deal. He's actually still police are putting more effort into finding him.
Well, woman I love is the name Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm. She dances like a little Egypt. She works down at the snake farm. It just sounds nasty, snake farm. Heard pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm.
Sherry's office. I bet we need to put some money on your phone. Worried about
Hi, Top Gun.
Ramona's got a
Hi, Dave.
sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's a python. Eating a little mouse wearing a sailor hat that says Snake
Hi, Chris.
Snake Farm.
Thanks for joining us.
Sounds nasty.
We're
Snake
just
Farm.
getting it. The Vigil's just winding up right now. We're waiting on phone calls. That's right. Trump, Trump, baby. Hi, Brent.
She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do with the winter. Now then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty.
We got some on there.
Pretty much is Snake Farm.
If you don't have anything to do, a good thing to do is to write a letter to one of our J6 political prisoners. They love mail, folks. Yeah, don't forget about our pro-lives. That's right. You don't forget about them. They need letters also, folks.
Sounds nasty. Snake Farm. Pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm.
We can't forget about Mona. She's having her convoy of honor soon, so maybe she'll do the ragged old flag. When she does it, it's amazing.
Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. She runs everybody off and we, you know, it's Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is. Snake Farm, it's a reptile house. Snake Farm, Snake Farm.
And if you're not liking the way Congress is going, let's get on that House and Senate. They passed that big old bill without putting the voter deal in there. And I don't know why they did that. Just throwing away money. You know, like Sherry says, our veterans are living in the streets. We have people that have mental problems that should be taken care of. I guess I got to stop ranting.
Well, I hear, and y'all probably know because I know a lot of you double dip in and out of streams and stuff, but U.S. Marshals are in a manhunt for Fannie Willis's lover, Nathan Wade, who is supposed to testify at a hearing tomorrow, but is now reportedly missing.
On the isn't it White Bronco?
Did he get Epstein?
I don't know, but you got to kind of wonder with those, you know.
I hope he's not surfing in a pond.
Oh my gosh, you got to watch who you hang out with while you're surfing. Anyway, so that's some news. It's all part of the bizarro world we live in. So.
And how about Mayor Adams?
How about Mayor Adams? Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, one more thing. Okay.
One more thing.
Oh, sorry, guys.
I found it interesting before we left the house that Trump said, and I don't know exactly where he was when he said it because, you know, he's all over the place, but he did say he's going to meet with Zelensky.
Yes.
So
Zelensky actually reached out to him.
Isn't that something that even foreign people know who they need to be talking to?
Well,
Zelensky knows his funding's about to end.
I don't know. All I do know is I find that very interesting.
Well,
Zelensky wants to meet with Trump.
The Polish Prime Minister went down to Mar-a-Lago
Oh, I think our guest. Okay. Hello? Oh. Hello? Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Denise.
Man, I'm sick of all the anger, the hate, the haste, the danger, the things we seem to think we think are really not that major. There's problems in the world that we don't hardly understand. Yet we bitch about them, talking about we got the massive plan. Man, the problem is we don't really even love each other when we see it, brother. We just really tolerate each other. It's a cold world. It's time to face the facts. If we don't step up and make a stand, we gon' stay on a rest. Man, I can't turn on the news without a business agenda. I don't trust the politicians much as I don't trust the system. Man, I used to think the country meant that united we stand. Now we drop and stomp a flag as if it's only just a brand. I ain't cool with that. You cool with that? Then we ain't the same in this fact. I'm a patriot and I'm proud as hell.
You'll have to ask them. I just heard at the same time you did.
This guy who's coming from Ohio in the Senate?
Oh, no, they're a state legislator from Ohio. And I believe it's a woman. For Southern Kingdom, to get her out.
I've rode bikes like black skies, I've had fights, I've seen stars, I've got up, I've got down, I'm living my best life. I've seen the world crumble at the hands of a few. A whole lot of problems from my point of view. I'm trying to think positive, living my life, but the world keeps on promising struggle and strife. I'm lost in my hope and I'm broken inside, but this song is my freedom.
Hey, critical thinker.
Hey, how can he do that? He's on mine too right now. Hi, critical thinker.
Hello, Patriot. How are you?
I'm doing well. Do you know who this is?
I do, Joshua.
Yes, it's me. It's me.
We have...
Hey,
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
Good
I
night.
was wondering if you heard anything about whether Dominic was attending Family Day or not.
I do not know that, brother.
I don't know either.
So, I don't know if Brittany called you and filled you in on the situation, but if you don't mind, I'll give you a little rundown.
Yes, please do.
Okay, so I have been filling out different request forms to talk to Deputy Warden Sheila Marr to see if I could attend Family Day, and she told me that Box wasn't going, so that there was a good chance I could go, but she has to make sure that everyone in the unit is okay with me going. So then she told me that she was going to come back and tell me the next day whether that was, going to happen or not. Well, that was Monday of last week. So then I've been waiting all of this time, and she still hasn't come, and I've requested to talk to her and all this. But then out of nowhere, my attorney had gotten a message from the general counsel of the jail, Andrew Mazzucchelli. And he said that I could attend the family reunification day, because it's set up for kids and stuff like that, to where you have 3 hours, you can chase the kids around the gym, play games, do face paintings with them, and do things like that. So being the fact I've only seen Novalin twice, and then every time my kids come, one of them has to stay home, and then it's really difficult have them, a toddler set still inside of a chair, a plastic chair or whatever, for 2 hours. So I'm like really looking forward to like this day to spend with my children and Brittany. But it's just like so uncertain whether like I know, Mars said that Fox wasn't attending, and then that, the Mazzucchelli guy said, but like I just like really want confirmation, if it's okay for kids to drive all this way from Pittsburgh. Because I really don't want to get Amelia all excited, and then whenever she gets here, the jail turn them away. And like I don't know if like they're just like hoping that like I just like quit asking or what the deal is. So I was just like wondering that if Box was going or not, then that would kind of like tell me that, I can believe what the letter says, from the general counsel of the jail. But him and I, we have a separation. And then today, I just found out that the deputy warden, Sheila Marr, denied it again, because Box and I both signed papers saying that we're good, and, it was just a miscommunication at that point in time. It's like brothers spending time together too much. We get in little arguments and little spit spats, whatever you want to call them, especially whenever we're hungry, hungry. So it turns into like hangry. Yeah. And, so like we've been trying to like get me back to the unit, but it's just like they just keep denying it. It's really frustrating because like the environment that I'm in now is tremendously worse than the environment that the Patriot Pod is. Sure. And all the way from we only get rec 2 to 3. 1 week will be 2 days, the next week will be 3 days, and the Patriot Pod gets to go to rec every day.
Oh,
so like I've been trying to like work out, stay active, but like I've been like mixed with the depression, been gaining weight, and then I don't like I keep asking them for an educational tablet, and I have a username and a password for it, but they keep telling me that I can't. But whenever I was up in that unit, I had the educational tablet, so I keep filling in grievances, and it's just, and then what's really sucks is like visitation for our unit here is on Tuesday. Well, most of the people that come, they come on Fridays to visit so they can get multiple visits with different people in the unit, so now I'm like not getting visits every week, and it's just, this place sucks. So I really, really want to go back to that unit. They're just preventing it at all costs. Like, not today, but just the jail.
Are you able to get visits from us on Tuesday in the unit that you're in?
Yes.
Okay. And do you does the list that you had when you were in the pod, is that still good for wherever you're at?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And those are on Tuesday at what time?
I think it starts from sometime maybe around like 11, and it goes all the way to like I think 6:30 in the evening.
They have more options.
I'm not 100% sure. We had what I did was I requested a 2-hour visit, so that way on the 1st. So that way, if something happens where I can't have my family day, at least I can try to see Novalyn and Amelia again.
Sure.
But I just really like, and so I don't know if if his mother's coming and like they're planning on attending Saturday or not, or if she's just coming and attending on Friday. So I have like no idea what's going on, and I don't have any way to ask or get in contact, and I keep trying to like talk to the jail people, but it's just like talking to the wall sometimes.
What I don't understand is if you both have filled out paperwork that said everything is fine, why are they still holding that against you and keeping you from seeing your family? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And then what's like, there was no write-up, there was no nothing. So like they literally just took me out of the unit. They're supposed to do like an investigation, have a hearing, and go through this whole process, and they just pulled me out of the unit, put me in the hole, and then like left me be.
Wow.
So it's just so frustrating. And every week, I run up to the housing authority because they come in on Thursdays, which is today. And I'm like, like a little kid, I'm like, any updates? And they're like, no updates. And then today they were like, oh yeah, the warden denied it. I'm like, oh man. So I don't know, I'm just having like a hard spot. And I just Brittany and I are like almost completely broke after we pay for rent and the utilities this month. So like her driving like down here and back, like it's one thing like if we just know that she can't come and she can try to come to the visit on Tuesday, but to have her drive all the way down here, it's going to be heartbreaking to Amelia and Brittany, and then to drive all the way back, not see me she can't afford to come back again, on Tuesday. So it's just like really frustrating, and I don't know if Vox would be willing, if they were planning on on the family day, if he did a 2-hour visit with his mom on Friday and then allowed it to where I could spend time with the kids on Saturday.
Well, there's no reason both of you can't be there. I don't think this is an individual issue. I honestly believe that, you guys have already said that you have no grievance with one another. It shouldn't be an issue. I don't think anybody should be kept from seeing their family, regardless of what has happened in the past. And if there was no true investigation on an occurrence, how can they use that against you? Brother, I just want you to stay strong. Don't let this get you down. You're going to see your family regardless. If it's not on Saturday, it's going to be soon. So please, just keep praying about it, because when you take your concerns to the Lord, you may not always know His plan, but He's going to fix things for you, and you got to have faith in that.
That's right.
Thank you, Sherry. That is true words. I needed to hear that.
Amen, brother. You just stay uplifted, honey.
Do what?
You just stay uplifted. Don't let this get you down. Lean on Him every single day, because He'll give you the strength you need, Joshua.
And I know that your Joshua, this is Mickey. I know that your wife and your kids are going to be at our house, and we'll show them as much love as we can. We have a really cute dog and some kittens that doesn't replace a visit with you, but we're going to show them as much love as possible. And I know that
that's fantastic.
Yeah, and so I'm hoping for the best for y'all, and I just I don't know what to say. It's all such a heartbreaking situation.
Thank you for that, Mickey, and I'm so glad that you was able to make it back fine and safe. I know you've been traveling around.
Yeah, I've had some horrific things happen. My dad passed, and my son was in an awful accident. But yeah, it's good to be back.
That's terrible. I didn't know that, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. He was in a hit-and-run motorcycle accident. He was in the hospital for a month, and so that's what took me so long to get back here.
That's awful.
It is awful.
Is he okay?
I think he will be, Josh. I think he will be. So I think he's supposed to be back on it by Christmas. So hopefully that's the case. But put us on your list. And I know that it's not going to replace your family, but I know that people on Freedom Corner would love to come visit you. I'll come visit you if you put me on your list.
Okay, Mickey. I'll definitely put you on my list again, and you might even already be on there. But I will. I'll put you back on there if you're able to text me your address and stuff for the visitation list form. So I have it. I'll put it on there.
Okay, I'll reach out to you on the tablet later if it'll let me. Last time I said that it took me 3 days to get through, but I will.
Okay.
All right.
And there's. Man, it's hard to remember. I'm on the spot, but there's all kinds of different people that text me and stuff. And I think Dwight, Heather, Angie, Tina McCoy. There's just so many different people that if you just give them their information, if you can't get through to me,
all right.
and I'll make sure to put them on there. Right, Thank you for your time, and I'll be praying for you and your family.
You as well, Josh. You as well.
Well, Joshua, go ahead and put your ID number out there again.
Okay, it's 38, 96, 32.
And this is Joshua Atwood.
Yes, ma'am, that's me.
We are praying for you, brother. Please stay strong. Like I said, go to the Lord in prayer. He will keep you strong and comforted.
Yes, He will. I literally I've been reading every night the Bible. Like I said, I hope one day I find who sent it to me, but they sent me this beautiful all-leather evidence study Bible, and it's just been fantastic. There's all this different commentary in it, and like the way that, like, it's the New King James Version, the way it's written, so I'm able to understand it. And I just finished the book of Genesis, and I started into the book of Exodus, and I've really been enjoying it. It's been making my evenings go by a lot faster.
That's fantastic.
I like I said, I've been trying to call Brittany, and she had gotten a study Bible too, and we've been talking about different things in the Bible, and it's been this whole experience has been humbling and very enlightening, not only with my own physicality, but also my mental ability and my spiritual and my faith walk. And it's just been so much fun to be able to read about different things and then talk to Brittany about it, because she's like really well read. She reads really well, and I'm just like a country mechanic kid, you know, working on furnaces and air conditioners. I'm not that smart. I'm very simple-minded, and it gives us a lot of stuff to talk.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Really enjoy it. So whoever's listening, whoever's sending that Bible, thank you very much. It's been a blessing to my life, and it's really made this time a lot easier. And just talking to all of you guys and having somebody to call in and put my grievances to and talk to, and it just made this whole burden, everything that I've been feeling, a lot easier and a lot more bearable to bear. And I'm really looking forward to Amelia spending time with you guys, and Hazen and Brittany, and it's just this whole situation would be absolutely terrible without you guys. So I know it's difficult, it's hard, you know, being there every day, but just know that it's not for nothing, and it really helps keep us all sane. And it's just beautiful that you guys are so selflessly spend your time to do this for us. Thank you very much. I love every one of you, and I love you, Sherry, and I love you, Nick. Thank you.
So remember, you guys, if you are able, reach out to Joshua, send him some letters.
Right.
You know, he's been down for quite a while now, and we are praying that he does get to see his family this weekend. I know all of the chats do have the link for Brittany's Amazon wish list for her baby shower on Monday. That will also include gifts for her other children as well. So if you can, go to that Amazon wish list. Let's show Brittany and Joshua some love. And also, if you're able to, please do contribute to Joshua's commissary, because, you know, just having those little extra things really do help. Thank you, guys. As you all know, we cannot do this without you.
That's right.
First thing that I do is I'd come off like I ever gave a damn about you. Let you catch a peek of all your greatest desires. And I'd watch the flames.
So I was just telling you earlier about the letters. It's so important to write these guys. You know, they're in there, they're talking to a bunch of guys, and you know, yes, sir.
How many people have been watching today?
There's 128 watching on YouTube. I got over 1,000 watching. Oh, right now.
Right now?
Yeah. Then another about 549 on Rumble.
killed each other.
But this has this chat on it. It's a lot easier for me to follow. That's why I get on my phone a lot. But it's important to help these guys and gals out. Writing them that letter, you know, it only takes you maybe half an hour. Costs the price of a stamp. Means so much to them. Hi, Darlene.
That thorn crown on my full brow, light shining all the tears.
So thank you for whoever who sent the Bible. He seems to enjoy it. It's something you can read at any hour. Has all the good stories are in there.
Devil walks among us, friends. I know this is true, and I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. One thing that I know, we need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be
Circumstance.
my playground.
Can ask you. Be helpful for
Well, you could ask.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello,
Hey, who are we speaking with?
Jonathan Joseph Copeland. Nicole.
It is Jonathan Copeland. How are you?
Really great.
All right. We have a Japanese documentary crew out here this evening, and they are just curious about, you know, your experiences and everything. So if you could start with your name, Jonathan, where you're from, and what you're awaiting, what's happening with you right now.
Okay, can I start with Brian Smith, or do you want me to go first?
However you want to do it.
We're going to have Brian call next then.
Okay.
We'll get another number. Okay. Well, I'm ready to answer whatever.
Okay, just tell them a little bit about yourself, your name, where you're from, your age, to start out with, please.
Yeah, my name's Jonathan Joseph Copeland. I'm from Lima, Ohio. I'll be 31 next week. I was 27 when I went into the Capitol. I'm a construction worker. I do concrete for a living.
All right, and we did touch base on it a little bit the other night, Jonathan, but, you know, some of your main concerns that brought you to January 6th, would you like to explain that?
Yeah, definitely. It's majority is the 2020 election. Without free and fair elections, we don't have a free country, and it's very necessary to have free elections. Just right now, the entire country, both Democrats and Republicans, have no faith in our elections. We got illegal voting. We got all kinds of problems with elections right now.
Well, absolutely, you know, and I think many families, just like my very own family, you know, COVID was a really big issue, the lockdowns and the mandates, and just the mental and emotional stress that came with that time and the uncertainty really destroyed, you know, not only people's incomes, but, you know, a lot of things did not make sense during that time. And I think a lot of people everywhere can relate to that type of, you know, what everybody went through. It was a global experience. And then, you know, we went right into, you know, all the uncertainty of the summer of love, and then the election integrity. I know that my husband showed up that day because, you know, he felt like if it wasn't now, then when are we going to do it?
I couldn't have said it better. I definitely have the same issue.
Exactly.
COVID was a big deal.
And you're awaiting sentencing, that's right, Jonathan?
Yeah, November 22nd.
Okay, and you know, we are happy and glad and hopefully that is after a victorious election. And with your case in particular, did you take a plea or did you go? This is for the information for the
Well, I've been to 3 lawyers. The first and the second lawyer, one was gave to me by the government. The second one was one that I used my own money. Both of them held a gun to my head and told me to take a deal. But I felt in my heart that I didn't commit these felonies that I said that I committed. So I last minute decided to go with a jury trial. Then I hired a lawyer that I have now, and we got to the point where we did a bench trial. And unfortunately, it was, we tried our best, but I found guilty on all 8 charges. One less than I had. I had 9 charges. So.
Well, and that is something that many people, I don't think that we really realized or understood just how, I'm going to say it, these are my words, absolutely, that Nicole Reffitt feels like the judiciary is somewhat corrupt and very much two-tiered and not what we exactly thought it was going into this. And, I think that taking it to, holding strong to your beliefs and taking it, the government to task on what you believe is I believe it's a noble thing to do. If you don't believe you committed those crimes, you had every right to exercise your rights in front of the judge.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it like Donald Trump has, complete weaponization of government. They went after him and they went after us, his supporters.
Right, and something that I really tried to, I have to even correct my brain and correct my language because, I am your mother's age, and my generation very much was brought up with it being pounded in your head that these people that hold positions within the FBI and that are judges are people of integrity, and unfortunately that was a bit of brainwashing that took place because I catch myself saying I just can't believe that this is happening to our country and our countrymen, and it's very hard. They did a really good job, I have to say, of manipulating people's mindset about government and governmental organizations.
Not getting into too far of the details of justice system and prosecutors, judges. I agree with you.
But that's my opinion, and it comes from me sitting in on so many of these cases here in the District of Columbia, not just my husband's.
Yeah, I remember you were there during my verdict.
Yes, I was. And
it impacts me hard.
It is.
I've never
it is.
been in something like that before.
Well, no, and that's the thing. It is just a good swath of good old Americana that is brought up in all of these Jan 6 cases, and hardworking people from around the country that came to have their voices heard, and then, now you have the sheer might of the United States government against you, and it is very intimidating and it's very scary, but, it is my belief that now that they have done this mass investigation and mass prosecution of the American people, on the second time around they'll be able to do it much quicker because they've learned their lessons, worked through the loopholes, and they have a well-oiled machine going on over there at the DOJ.
Yeah, I think the tide's turning. It swings both ways. Every now and then it swings our way, and there are people asking questions. There's people that have doubt in our system as of right now. I was forwarded a post from Donald Trump today that the people in power in D.C. during January 6th denied the 10,000 National Guard troops. And if they didn't deny it, January 6th would have never happened. And that's a big deal, Mayor Bowser, Nancy Pelosi. I mean, how many people got a felony for Mike Pence? I wish he would speak out more, but he won't. It's just it gets deep, And in the end, families have been destroyed. I mean, we have families in here right now that have been obliterated. Mothers, sons, and fathers. It's sick what happened. They've done more to us than they have people that tried to assassinate our president. You know what I mean?
Well, that's absolutely right, you know, and I talk on it a lot out here, is that, you know, truly they've made the process the punishment. And, you know, you take the government to task because you feel like you did not, you know, commit the crimes that they say you committed that day, and you have to continue to fight up to the higher courts. And, you know, we're even seeing, once it's even brought down from the higher courts, they are continuing to sentence January 6ers well above the guidelines, even without the heavier charges. And that process will have to continue to be, you know, fought at a higher court level, then brought back down. And the process is very costly. It's painful because you want your family members home, but it's also very, very important that you continue, and we all continue to do what we can to go forward and fight what we consider to be an injustice against our countrymen.
Absolutely. You know, my favorite quote is from King Leonidas in Florida. The world will remember that few stood against the tyrant and lead us to the last time. That's what it's all about here. We stood against the most powerful system in the world, the British Empire, whatever you want to call them, the Persians, whatever you want to say. But I know they're going to wonder why we were there, and the courts are going to wonder why I was there. I'm sure they'll ask me soon, and I'm sure there's regret anywhere, but, you know, it had to have been done. You know, somebody had to stand up at that point.
Well, you know, your sentencing is coming up, and you know, the judge, they do look at the letters, your background, your work ethic, and you know, and many, and well, actually every time they want you to get up and say how wrong you were, and that is, it's just so hard to swallow, even when you didn't plead guilty. And they want you to bend that knee, and it's very hard. I understand. It's called pleading, you know, your mercy on the court. But you know, it's a very tough situation, and it's a very unique situation that I'm sure sometimes you think, wow, this is all very surreal. That I'm going through this, that my family's going through this, and you know. But Mickey says out here all the time, you know, the government really thought they had everything planned out, but what they didn't anticipate was the spirit of the American people to keep standing up and saying, hey, this isn't right. And, you know, that is what's happening.
I would love to say so much more in depth and detail. What I'd really like to say from my heart, I can't. I'm in a trap here. You know what I mean? I really wish I could say what I really feel.
So, right. So, but we're not going to do that, because they do absolutely use your words against you in court, and will sentence you longer for that. And we've seen it happen. So, you know, I thank you so much for sharing your story with this crew. I know that we're looking forward to seeing your mom, and I know that you are too. So, you know, we just really hope they're really trying to get Joshua not to be able to go to Family Day, even though all the appropriate documents have been signed. So that's been worrisome.
Yeah, I heard they denied even coming back up.
Right, and you know, but his family is coming in. He hasn't been able to see all three of his kids together, and I know that Dominic Box has signed the appropriate paperwork, and it's just the facility being able to inflict a bit more pain and punishment on the detainees.
That whole situation downright pisses me off.
Yeah, you know, any way they can, you know, it's another thing. The struggle that they say, you know, that's in history books, that different people from different countries have had to endure when tyrannical governments are taking over. That struggle is real, and they do it in so many different ways. And they do it by, you know, really hurting the families on the outside, causing pain to those that are on the inside by And to the government, it's just very easy to do because they are so powerful. And so many of us are just working class people that don't have the means necessary. And it is, you know, because when I was going back to Texas last week, before I could even land in Texas, they had moved Guy out of Texas into Oklahoma. And I was scheduled to see him.
Is he staying there, or are they going to move him again?
Well, they'll probably, you know, they've been really giving Guy a good dose of diesel therapy lately. So he is where he is in a Okmulgee County Jail.
That's it.
And that is where they placed him. But literally, I spoke to him before I left D.C., and by the time I landed 3 hours later in DFW, they'd already taken him out of that jail. And I had just confirmed the special...
You have 1 minute remaining.
I had just confirmed the special visit right before I left. So, you know...
I'm sorry that's happening to you both. It's really disruptive.
It is.
But
It's
don't
really
hang in there.
upsetting. Yeah, you too.
Yep.
You too.
And Donald Trump is going to win this election.
Amen.
And he just called us hostages again, just yesterday. He's going to do what's right. I believe on day one. I don't think it's going to happen months later. I think it's going to happen quickly. So tell him to hang in there, and we love him.
All right. And hit right back at you, baby. And stay strong, and look forward to seeing your mama. We love you.
Have a great night, guys.
You too.
Bye-bye.
God bless you. Yeah, that's just so tough. You know, and we had such hope when the 1512C2 was dropped by the Supreme Court, and there was a lot of hope and promise in a lot of the Jan 6ers that had just been saying, let's get to appeals, let's get to the higher courts, let's see what they say, we're going to sort this out. And then, you know, when it's brought back down, they are either rewording the charges that they are applying to people and applying the new language from the Supreme Court to the obstruction charge and hope that they can get that to stick, or they are vacating that charge and the judges are departing upwards on extraordinary circumstances. And the extraordinary circumstances, substantial interference with governmental activities, and it is a rarely used departure. Judge Walton came out with an opinion and said that departure was warranted because the Sentencing Commission never dreamed of a day such as January 6th, and what a threat to democracy. You know, but to me that is basing your departure on your opinion of the day and not what law was broken that day. Right. And that is where I have the issue. I understand that they may not like what happened that day, but is that the law? And that is your opinion. It's your opinion that, you know, it's been these judges' opinion not to use the First Amendment within these cases, and because they don't believe that it was a First Amendment protected activity when it is absolutely guaranteed us under the Constitution. So, you know, these guys just have such heart, and so let's just keep them in our prayers. I think we have some, I can't see with all these lights on me, so I'm just like blinded. I'm gonna play some music and get off here.
Welcome to live TV.
Live TV, people.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why the reason why those letters are so important, folks. They get a letter, and when they're down, brings them up.
Many days to me, son, we're home to bring up the next world war, and I don't think nobody's praying no more, and I ain't saying I know it's for sure. I'm just down on my knees, begging the Lord and take me.
Hi, Tamara.
I wanna go home. I don't know which road to go. Singing so long.
We have several
I will do that, Trina.
And, it's really simple as far as getting the message out. Something that, once again, didn't know about until it started. Hey.
What's going on, guys?
Not
This isn't
much.
John Benuelos, but he sends his unconditional love and gratitude for your guys' support. This is Brian Smith.
All right, Brian, how are you? I think your wife and kids are coming, but I haven't heard from them again.
Yeah, they're planning on leaving. They're planning on leaving tomorrow.
All right, we're so excited. I know.
Yeah. No, they are headed. They're headed to you guys to stay with you guys Friday before the family day on Saturday.
All right, we love that. Brittany Atwood and her kids are going to be there, and Ella, and so it's going to, I'm happy everyone gets to spend time together. The thing I've found going to different Jan 6 retreats and family things is that you really get a sense of just being able to take a breath, and you're around people that just love you and understand what you're going through.
Yeah, I did. My wife's never been to any of the retreats or anything like this before, but she did come up to the jail about a month and a half, maybe it was about 2 months. It was before they sent me to Philly, to the prison in Philly, and came back. But she did come up for a family day and was able to meet many of the people that are out on the corner with you and some of the family members that were there visiting that day. So I know that she's kept in contact with a lot of people that she had met there, people that were visiting, family members that were inside here, and developed, relationships and bonds with those people. So there's definitely a commonality amongst them.
That's absolutely right. It is. Brian, for the crew out here, can you state your name and where you're from, maybe your age, if you would like?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Brian Smith. I'm 38. My DC number is 389-884, and I've resided in Huntsville, Alabama for the last decade. Prior to obviously being
right.
sent to the DC Gulag.
Right. And you're awaiting sentencing, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm post trial awaiting sentencing. November the 15th, I believe, 15th or 16th. Like that.
Okay, and what were your charges? And did you you went to a bench trial also, correct?
What's that?
You went to a bench trial?
I did do a bench trial. It would be hard for me to say. They convicted me on 10 nonsensical charges, but it was, my biggest one was a 111A, which is assaulting, impeding, or restricting a federal officer, and then just a score of disorderly conduct and civil disorder felonies that they followed it with, because they entered a dangerous or deadly weapon into there. So I believe it's 231 and 1752. I think I had about 4 of each of those, and then a misdemeanor trespassing charge, braiding, picketing, and protesting. I don't know. I lost track. It's all nonsense.
I know, and so many of them are so repetitive, right? I mean, it's
exactly.
It's
They
absolutely.
said I was a very, very bad person that did very, very horrible things on a very horrible day.
I know.
That was their narrative.
That is their narrative. At the facility where my husband is, he has on his badge, the most dangerous man in the world. Stay back.
Yeah, so I have a T-shirt. I have a T-shirt idea that I sent to my wife where I'm describing myself as deep state enemy number 2, the only second to President Trump.
Well, because even, I've seen, like, when they sentenced David Dempsey, it was like nothing other. I've never seen anything like it. Other than having him on, like, a dolly and wheeling him in from the back.
Hannibal Lecter.
Exactly. That's the only thing they didn't do.
They didn't. You didn't make it to my bond hearing, but Lambert and Moss share the same courtroom, and they made me come in through the front. I had my bond hearing right before that. Now, it was not nearly as packed as David's sentencing, but that's when. So I don't know if you remember, but that's when they sent me to Philly. So me and David left DC. I went to Philly with David. I was with David in Philly for a little over 2 weeks. So we left the same day. We went to Philly. We were in the same unit together, and I spent the first 2.5 weeks with them up there before they ripped me back out of there and sent me back to DC. But I was blessed enough because David had become a very close friend of mine to be able to accompany him to Philly and see him, make sure he was taken care of over there and had what he needed before I left. So I thank my Lord and Savior every day that he allowed me that opportunity because I was very close with David.
Oh, I'm so glad. I don't think I realized that it worked out that way. So yeah,
Yep. So we were temp checked the same day. We left on the same van to go to Philly. We arrived in intake and went to the same wing of the jail, so they didn't separate us. So we're both sent to 5 South over there in Philadelphia. We were supposed to be bunkmates, actually. So they had a cell, and me and him were supposed to be cellmates, but there was a little confusion. Somebody moved cells without permission of the guard at one point, and there was somebody in the cell that me and David were supposed to occupy. So I took that cell, and he went down, and they found him another cell. But it all worked out for the best. I had a decent cellie when I was there, and he liked the person that they put him in with. There's a Hispanic guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but everything worked out the way they were supposed to. But I saw David was at my cell every morning when they unlocked us. We went and did breakfast together for the first 14 days that he was there, 15 days that he was there, and then a motion went through from my standby counsel because I'm pro se right now. But my standby counsel had put in a motion to the U.S. Marshals and the courts asking for why I was moved from D.C. to Philly prior to being sentenced. And they couldn't come up with a reason, so they did a movement. They did a motion to move me back here, and that's been about a month now. So I've been back in D.C. for a month. So
yeah, and then just in a couple of months. So your sentencing will be after the election, and I'm not sure what kind of news y'all are getting in there. Did you hear where Trump did speak on y'all again today?
I did. I'm going to be honest with you. I purposely stayed away from the stuff on the news. I did hear some people rumbling about, but I stay away from the news altogether, to be honest with you, because all of it, to me personally, is somewhat of a distraction, just because I can't even vote. Anyways, you know what I mean? I'm now a convicted felon, and whatever is going to happen is going to happen. So I keep, I keep my head in the Bible, and that's where, my faith has been put there. Absolutely, I'm a 100%, from through and through Trump supporter. He has my prayers regularly, and I hope there's a fair election and everything goes good. But I've honestly stayed away from that. I didn't even watch the debate. That's how removed I've been. It's I don't even care what's going on. I just think all the stuff on the TV at this point in my life is just nonsense. To be honest with you, it's such nonsense.
It is, it is all just to distract, cause confusion, and especially on the outside here.
What did he say about the agenda? Did he triple down on pardons and stuff like that though?
He tripled down. He called you hostages, and
oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
that's a bag jack. That's a bag jack. I'm sure Raggedy Ann and Peter Pan are gonna love that one.
right. And
oh God.
I guess it's just the same old. Melania really came out, and she's really been speaking out about the.
Who is that?
Melania, and
Melania.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's anytime she speaks on her husband or has an opinion, she just gets so ridiculed. But she said it's just so important now, to make sure that not only does she speak out about what she sees and feels, but it's important for all of us too, and important for our children to see us being active and speaking out also. So I thought that was a really good message. Of course, they're just really giving it to her, but that's to be expected.
well, that just means she's doing something right from where I sit, you know what I mean? And, you know, I mean, you've heard me on here, you know, several times. I'm defying direct orders not to call out there or whatever. Honestly, I could care less. They're going to do whatever they're going to do. I'm not saying anything wrong. Like, it is whatever it is. These people know what they've done, and the people I'm speaking of know who I'm speaking of. It's you know what I mean? May God have mercy on their souls as far as I'm concerned. But to the point that Melania made, that you said, I've been saying that forever. You know what I mean? I remember my least favorite question is what can we do? You know what I mean? And my answer has always been something. You know what I mean? If nothing else, just what we're doing right now, just speaking out. And that's why I refuse to stop calling you guys and speaking my truth, is because, like, I'm not going to be cowered into the corner. You're not going to silence me. You know what I mean? Raggedy Ann and Peter Pan over at the siege unit. You know what I mean? Like, that's the luck, pal. You know what I mean? Like, it is whatever it is. Like, I've done nothing. You know what I mean? I've done nothing since I've been in jail. I've said nothing here. They love to twist your questions or your statements and my answers back around to make it sound like I'm saying something that I'm not. That's their favorite thing to do. Like irregardless, like, anybody who listens to our conversations will know that I'm not threatening anybody. Anybody who listens to our conversations know, like, where my anger is directed or where my frustration is directed. It's just been pretty clear. But anybody at home that is asking themselves the same question, well, I can't do anything. Well, who am I? Well, you can speak up. You can let your truth be known. You can speak out, and that has a ripple effect that I don't think, like, people fully understand, like, how what the ripple effect is of their words and their confidence and their bravery to speak their truth. You know what I mean? That definitely has a multiplying effect on them.
It does. Courage is courageous, you know, they say. And so, you know, if you can just be a little bit courageous, it does rub off on other people. And I've had people, you know, talk to me about Guy's resentencing will be coming up shortly. And, you know, his lawyer was even saying, you know, well, your wife is out there speaking out. Well, I wasn't at January 6th. I haven't committed any wrongs, and I have my very own First Amendment right to stand up and speak out about what I think is wrong and things that I've seen in the courtrooms. And, you know, if they use that against Guy, you know, then where are we really in this country? You know, if they want to bring any of that up, or even, you know, under the table, you know, charge him or sentence him more harshly because of my words, people need to sit back and really think about what that means.
Absolutely. I think that has been happening to a certain degree, and I hope it happens to a larger degree, because I know who I'm speaking to, and I know you know who you're speaking to. I know that was a rhetorical question. You know what I mean? I know that we're aware of what we're dealing with, but I think it's imperative for the American people to understand what they're dealing with at this point. And that's just the way that it is.
Right, because people should wrap their brains around. You do have to understand that when you do speak out, there very well and more than likely be repercussions for doing it. But it is absolutely imperative that we continue to do it. Otherwise, they will take it away altogether.
They keep calling me for medicine. I just told them I'll get it tomorrow. I'm sorry for that.
I'm sorry.
You're right, and there is repercussions for all of our actions. But for me, I know who I am, and I know where my morals are, and they don't my morals and my values don't waver based on the consequences of tyrants. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to unjustly put consequences on me because I'm saying or doing or exercising my God-given rights, then so be it. That's your problem, not mine. The way that I see it.
And it's right, and the suffering is real, but it's also, you know, it's so hard to say, because you just don't want to go too far, especially since you haven't been sentenced. You know, but in my opinion, if people continue to bend a knee or take a back seat to what's going on, you know, we're absolutely going to lose our country, and you know, people need to be accountable.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Person, period. There's only one entity that I've done the knee for, and it ain't for anybody in that courtroom. I can promise you that. So it's only for my God and Savior, Jesus Christ. So like they can, if they want me to bend the knee, they want me to capitulate, they want me to play their game, like don't hold your breath, Jack. It ain't happening. It ain't happening now. It ain't happening tomorrow. It wasn't happening last year, and it ain't gonna happen ever. So I mean, that's just is it. That is what it is. Pre-sentencing, post-sentencing, pre-trial, like it doesn't matter. I am who I am. My morals are what they are. I know what I did, and my God knows who I am. So that's a fact, Jack. You take that to the bank.
All right, Brian. Thank you so much for calling in, and we're praying for your family on their travels. And God bless you, baby.
We love you.
Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thanks.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
It don't matter.
Hi, Sonny. Hi, Silly for him.
Gosh, could I not? Hi, I'm Nicole. Thank you. Thanks for being the freaking choir God.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the roll call. Lives lost on January 6th. Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, and the following day, Officer Brian Sicknick. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Those J6ers currently detained: Chris Alberts,
Hero.
Joshua Atwood,
Hero.
Francis Azari,
Hero.
Joseph Azari,
Hero.
Daniel Ball, Thomas
Hero.
Ballard, Steve
Hero.
Bannon,
Hero.
Logan Barnhart,
Hero.
Richard Burnett, Damian
Hero.
Beckley,
Hero.
Matthew Bedingfield,
Hero.
John Benuelos,
Hero.
Joe Biggs, Aiden
Hero.
Billiard,
Hero.
Craig Bingert,
Hero.
Jason Blythe,
Hero.
Kenneth Bonowicz,
Hero.
Patrick Bournes,
Hero.
Dominic Box,
Hero.
Leo Bazell,
Hero.
Matthew Brackley,
Hero.
Michael Bradley,
Hero.
Joseph Bradley,
Hero.
Brody, Glenn Brooks.
Hero.
I'm sorry. Mickey, I can't get it pulled down.
Oliver's on the list.
On the loose.
More trouble?
Joseph Brody, Glenn
Hero.
Brooks,
Hero.
Jeffrey Brown,
Hero.
Jeremy Brown,
Hero.
Mark Brew,
Hero.
Benjamin Burlew,
Hero.
Jamie Boutois,
Hero.
Daniel Caldwell,
Hero.
Sarah Carpenter,
Hero.
Ralph Celentano,
Hero.
Jacob Clark,
Hero.
Cal Clayton,
Hero.
Stephen Capuccio,
Hero.
Thomas Castleman,
Hero.
Raymond Chambers,
Hero.
Reed Christensen,
Hero.
John Crowley,
Hero.
Ricardo Cook,
Hero.
Stephen Cook,
Hero.
Jonathan Copeland,
Hero.
Mason Corson,
Hero.
Matthew DeSilva,
Hero.
Nicholas DiCarlo,
Hero.
Timothy DeJargan,
Hero.
David Dempsey,
Hero.
Lucas Denny,
Hero.
Robert Dennis,
Hero.
Victor Dennison,
Hero.
Timothy DeJargan,
Hero.
Caleb Dillard,
Hero.
William Dunphy,
Hero.
Rodney Earls,
Hero.
Israel Easterday,
Hero.
James Elliott,
Hero.
Daniel Egvet,
Hero.
Jason Ferris,
Hero.
Joseph Fisher,
Hero.
Samuel Fisher,
Hero.
Kyle Fitzsimon,
Hero.
Gilbert Fontecoba,
Hero.
Michael Foyer,
Hero.
Michael Foy,
Hero.
Kevin Galetto,
Hero.
Mitchell Gardner,
Hero.
David Geetson,
Hero.
Tony Gill,
Hero.
Vincent Gillespie,
Hero.
Vitaly Gostinkowski,
Hero.
Jonathan Grace,
Hero.
James Grant,
Hero.
Leslie Gray,
Hero.
Daniel Gray,
Hero.
Matthew Green,
Hero.
Joseph Hackett,
Hero.
Alex Harkrider,
Hero.
Richard Harris,
Hero.
Donald Hazard,
Hero.
Albuquerque Head,
Hero.
Brian Helian,
Hero.
Cameron Hess,
Hero.
Joseph Howell,
Hero.
Jared Hughes,
Hero.
Joseph Hutchinson,
Hero.
Tracy Isaac,
Hero.
Brian Jackson,
Hero.
Shane Jenkins,
Hero.
Justin Jersey,
Hero.
Joshua Johnson,
Hero.
Zachary Johnson,
Hero.
Taylor Jonatakis,
Hero.
David Judd,
Hero.
Riley Casper,
Hero.
Quinn Keene,
Hero.
Leo Kelly,
Hero.
Christopher Keenley,
Hero.
Julian Cater,
Hero.
Derek Kennison,
Hero.
Frederico Klein,
Hero.
Joshua Knowles,
Hero.
Peter Krill,
Hero.
Matthew Kroll,
Hero.
Christopher Kuhn,
Hero.
Kyle Coomer,
Hero.
Daniel Layden,
Hero.
Jai Lu,
Hero.
Michael Lockwood,
Hero.
Joshua Lawler,
Hero.
Kevin Lyons,
Hero.
Clifford Mackerel,
Hero.
Michael Mackerel,
Hero.
Avery McCracken,
Hero.
Marcus Malley,
Hero.
Christian Manley,
Hero.
Jeanette Mangia,
Hero.
Richard Markey,
Hero.
Philippe Martinez,
Hero.
Anthony Mastodano,
Hero.
Cody Matisse,
Hero.
Christopher Moyer,
Hero.
Mark Mazza,
Hero.
Ronald McAbee,
Hero.
Patrick McCoffey,
Hero.
James McGrew,
Hero.
Sean McHugh,
Hero.
Jeffrey McKillop,
Hero.
Devin McNulty,
Hero.
Kelly Meggs,
Hero.
Ron Mealy,
Hero.
Jonathan Mellis,
Hero.
Stephen Miles,
Hero.
Rodney Millstreet,
Hero.
Scott Miller,
Hero.
Robert Menuda,
Hero.
Theodore Middendorf,
Hero.
Landon Mitchell,
Hero.
Brian Mock,
Hero.
Robert Morse,
Hero.
Jonathan Monifo,
Hero.
Eric Munchell,
Hero.
Clayton Mullins,
Hero.
Linwood Nestor,
Hero.
Ryan Nichols,
Hero.
Gregory Nix,
Hero.
Ethan Nordine,
Hero.
Nicholas Ox,
Hero.
Michael Oliveris,
Hero.
Brady Owens,
Hero.
Jason Owens,
Hero.
Joseph Padilla,
Hero.
Robert Palmer,
Hero.
Nathan Pelham,
Hero.
Michael Perkins,
Hero.
Dominic Pizzola,
Hero.
Daniel Phipps,
Hero.
Jonathan Pollock,
Hero.
Olivia Pollock,
Hero.
Mark Ponder,
Hero.
Rachel Powell,
Hero.
Sean Pruitt,
Hero.
Gregory Purdy,
Hero.
Colby Perkle,
Hero.
Chris Quaglin,
Hero.
Barry Ramey,
Hero.
Stephen Randolph,
Hero.
Guy Reffitt,
Hero.
Zach Reel,
Hero.
Arthur Ryer,
Hero.
Nariana Reiner,
Hero.
Stuart Rhodes,
Hero.
Ed Richmond,
Hero.
Thomas Robertson,
Hero.
Edward Rodriguez,
Hero.
Daniel Rodriguez,
Hero.
Christopher Rowe,
Hero.
Greg Rubenacker,
Hero.
Jeffrey Sable,
Hero.
Ryan Samsel,
Hero.
Ronald Sandlin,
Hero.
Salvador Sandoval,
Hero.
Robert Sanford,
Hero.
Anthony Sargent,
Hero.
John Schubert,
Hero.
Peter Schwartz,
Hero.
Dale Sholvey,
Hero.
Benjamin Schuler,
Hero.
Daniel Scott,
Hero.
Christian Sikor,
Hero.
Thomas Sibick,
Hero.
Jeffrey Seals,
Hero.
Michaela Sly,
Hero.
Brian Smith,
Hero.
Tommy Smith,
Hero.
Audrey Southard,
Hero.
Hatchet Speed,
Hero.
Yvonne St. Cyr,
Hero.
Peter Stagger,
Hero.
Patrick Stedman,
Hero.
Tristan Stevens,
Hero.
Isaac Sturgeon,
Hero.
Ryan Swoop,
Hero.
Andrew Taki,
Hero.
Enrique Tario,
Hero.
Curtis Tate,
Hero.
George Tenney,
Hero.
Jacob Therez,
Hero.
Kenneth Thomas,
Hero.
Devlin Thompson,
Hero.
John Todd,
Hero.
Robert Turner,
Hero.
Edward Vallejo,
Hero.
Salvador Vasalis,
Hero.
Eric Scott Warner,
Hero.
Jessica Watkins,
Hero.
Jerry Waynick,
Hero.
Mark Waynick,
Hero.
Matthew Webler,
Hero.
Thomas Webster,
Hero.
Tucker Weston,
Hero.
Jack Witten,
Hero.
Riley Williams,
Hero.
Dan Wilson,
Hero.
Duke Wilson,
Hero.
Shane Woods,
Hero.
John Wright,
Hero.
Douglas Wyatt,
Hero.
Ryan Yates,
Hero.
Gregory Yetman,
Hero.
Kyle Young,
Hero.
Jacob Zirkle.
Hero.
And those we've lost to suicide: Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Ungst, Jordan Meacham, David Hummel. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And you know, we're out here every night to get justice for those patriots that were killed on January 6th. And because the government will never say her name, we will. Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt!
1 minute, pass it back.
Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt.
Say her name.
Ashley Babbitt, say her name. Ashley Babbitt, say her name. Ashley Babbitt, say her name. Ashley Babbitt. We know Ashley Babbitt was a victim. I'm screaming USA, free the real Jan Sixers. She's a patriot who was let down by the system. I'm screaming for the fallen so nobody will forget them. Air Force veteran, wrapped in a Trump flag. It's Trump 24. You know we about to run it back. Nothing will stop us. We about to get it right. They can try and try, but the storm is here from dark to light. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. 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 Say her name. 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 Ashley Babbitt. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ashley Babbitt. Whoa, whoa, Ashley Babbitt. Yeah. Shout out Nikki.
Hi, Bonza.
Feel your pain, but just know your daughter's life won't be taken in vain. Shout out Sarah McAbee, yeah, I'm sending you straight. I hope they let your husband out of that prison today. Ashley served in Afghanistan, she served in Iraq, and she died for her country from a senseless attack. Yeah, we waiting for justice, cause Ashley was innocent. Mainstream won't cover it, they all just too ignorant. If a white girl shot a black man, they would say that's different, but the story didn't fit the agenda they pitching. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, we feeling your energy. Say her name, Ashley Babbitt, this song's for your memory. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. Rest in peace.
say her name.
There it is.
An inmate at the Washington, D.C. Central Detention Facility. To accept this call, press 0. Your current balance is $46.65. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Fight!
Free for Florida.
That's right.
Stay confident. Stay proud. We got this, guys.
Amen.
Thank you guys for your unconditional love. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
How's it going?
How's everybody doing tonight? Oh my goodness, we've been having a time with these stinking tablets.
Right? Yeah.
They do not want to come. But we finally got a hold of you.
Better late than never, I guess, you know. Well, I'm sure.
That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness.
We do.
Yeah, we had
We do have a news crew out here tonight, so y'all are making me sweat a little.
Oh, happy news crew. Yeah, man, that's terrible. We were late with the news crew, man. Yeah, it happened. But all right, let's get right into it. We got the verse of the day, Jeremiah 29, verse 11. And it's just a good little encouraging verse. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. So there you go. It's just the Lord's with you to give you an honorable life. With you till the end, and that's the thing. He wants good for you. He doesn't think either evil thoughts of it. And man, I like that verse. But anyways, we spent all day long in court. It was a long day. But it was good. Got a lot of motions figured out, different stuff like that, I guess. Joe had a time. He's pro se,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm sorry.
And
We went to a committee hearing. I'm Sorry we weren't there.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, it was a good one to skip. It was very long. Yeah, I think it was like 2 hours and a half or something like that. It's extremely long. So it's a good one to skip. Yeah.
You got to miss just 2 hours of the judge going, no, no, no. All your motions, no.
You don't say. Deny. Motion
Yeah.
denied. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it takes a while. It takes a while to drive 3 people at one time. So.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
I know your parents are traveling up. We're probably, hopefully, right in front of that hurricane. Have you heard from them?
And they are. That's I haven't heard from them today. We got back not too long ago. So I haven't been able to get a hold of them, but I know they left early this morning or last night. So that's it. They're just traveling up with the hurricane behind them. So yeah.
That's a tailwind, I think they call it.
That's right. Yeah.
Good backdraft.
Good backdraft. Good fuel mileage. Yeah. If it works that way. Yeah. Yeah. Lord willing, it won't. Because luckily, it was going to hit our house pretty heavy, but it's looking like it's kind of heading towards the Panhandle pretty hard. So, just be praying for those people. But luckily, it won't be hitting our house too bad. It doesn't seem like, so that'd be good. But Mr. Joe.
We're looking forward to seeing your parents. They always bring such positive energy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, it'll be fun seeing everybody. Everybody's pretty excited for Old Family Day. It's gonna be cool, man. It's been a while since I've seen them. So it'll be good.
Yeah, we're going to have a Friday visit and then family Saturday visit. I heard there's pizza.
Oh, well,
That's super exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, Tom.
Yeah, I've had pizza in since last December.
Is
Yeah,
the jail making the pizza or they're sending out for it?
I don't really know. I imagine they're gonna send it out because anything they make in the jail is just awful. So I imagine they're probably gonna buy it.
I hope so.
But yeah, that'd be good. Oh man, what do you got, Mr. Joe? You got a quote for us today?
Oh man, I got something in here. So I got John Adams, second U.S. president. It says, "I believe enough of the apocalypse to be perfectly convinced that be thou faithful unto death, and thou shalt receive a crown of life." I think that might be that expected end.
There you go. No, that's what it is.
Yeah, that expected end is if we're faithful and we trust and believe on the Lord Jesus and that He cleanses us from all unrighteousness and sin, then we receive that crown of life. That's a promise, to all those who believe. And that's an expected end. That's something you can be sure of because God promised it.
Live an honorable life. There you go.
Now, beyond that, I don't know if I have much more to say on that. How's the news going out there? How was your committee meeting? Because we got back and I was tired, so I didn't dive into the news when I got here.
Well, there's some stuff happening. President Trump spoke about hostages, about J6 hostages again, and he's meeting with Zelensky. Zelensky reached out to him, which kind of says something about how the rest of the world sees who the leader of this country is, or something.
Right, exactly.
So that's interesting. What else happened? I don't know. I was talking about a bunch of stuff. Oh, me and Nicole got insulted by a Capitol police officer who suggested that we need to behave ourselves before we get removed from the hearing, but we had done nothing, but he still, stood over us. And then,
Because of your shirt.
Oh yeah, because of our shirts. And then we told him relax.
Boy in the world.
We didn't have any water bottles, so he did not need to worry. And then
Yeah.
what else happened? Oh, we talked to Tina Peters today. She gets sentenced on the 3rd of October, and she's facing a lot of time. And we're praying for her.
Man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sherry, you want to help me remember what we already talked about? I don't know. What did we talk about? Some stuff.
Where did Trump talk about us at? Was that in
North Carolina.
What is it called? North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Oh yeah. Got a lot of friends up there.
He spoke spoke about you guys the other day too when he talked about how easy it was to break into the J6 hostage apps, but you can't crack it open for the assassins.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to abolish sanctuary cities.
He wants to abolish sanctuary cities. And Nathan Wade is he's the U.S. Marshals are hunting for him because he was Fannie Willis's little boy
toy.
Yeah, and he's supposed to testify in something tomorrow, I think they said, but he's gone missing. The mayor of New York has been
Indicted.
Federal corruption charges.
I did that. What is that all? I mean, okay, that's federal fraud. I was like, what is that all about? I didn't know why he was indicted.
He was indicted because he took some. He was indicted because he fell out of lockstep. Because they had this information on him in 2016, but he was. He spoke up and said, our city can't take this. We don't want to be the immigration situation out of control. And then, that is not what his party wanted him to say. So I think once again, the weaponization of the United States government against American people bit him in the ass because even though he's a Democrat, if you don't do exactly what you're supposed to do,
the goose step.
That's when they unleash the powers on you.
You don't do the goose step, you're gone.
Mayor Adams is facing some of that. What else did he do? Oh, he pre-approved or glossed over some fire inspection from the Turkish government and let him into a building before it was inspected. And then the rest of it is mostly just accusations of taking upgrades and straw money. So you can't take straw money.
The government's not let's say the shadow government that exists, they're not a fan if you don't do exactly what they say. You need to sin, and they're gonna be after you.
Yep.
And that's crazy. I don't want to speak on it because I don't know everything that the man's ever done, but it's crazy that you can't be for America without just having people come down on you.
Are you
I'm no fan of the mayor of New York City. It just seems very selective.
Well,
I'm sure they have a lot more. They've had this information forever, and they don't choose to call him on it until he speaks out of turn. And it doesn't. So it's very suspicious to me. Very suspicious.
Yeah, maybe his selective prosecution will go better.
It's a bummer when that political machine turns on you, and then you suddenly see, the people of the United States of America versus, well, you know how it feels. It's very ominous.
Oh yeah. But maybe he can do the right thing and step out and talk about the machine and how they're turning it against him and say he's witnessed it all these years, and now that it's turned against him, he's willing to speak out against it. Hopefully something like that happens. Yeah, that'd be something.
Well, that can be interesting too, because if the governor of New York decides to remove him from office, the replacement is way worse.
Yeah, he is.
It's going to be interesting. He is a self-proclaimed Democratic socialist.
That's right.
Oh man,
he's actually a black.
So a lot like Kamala.
Yeah, a lot like Kamala, and a lot like AOC, who is calling for the mayor to step down because the other radical dude is one of her friends, and she wants to see him in office. So,
fellow
bartender. Crazy world we live in.
That's for sure. Man. Anytime you see what's happening on the news, it's like, man, we're just getting crazier and crazier. Just common sense is straight out the window. Anybody that stands up for the people, for America, gets attacked by the justice system, and it's just like, what in the world? How did we become this?
It's kind of like I seen the other day, they brought more charges against Trump and J.D. Vance for speaking the truth about what was going on in Ohio. They love trying to destroy that First Amendment as much as they can. And it kind of reminded me how they saying something about your shirt. Was it a J6 protester shirt?
It's an Ashley Babbitt shirt. Ashley Babbitt
shirt.
Murdered by the Capitol
Police.
I don't like to see it. Because these are the Capitol Police, I will say. My shirt does say Ashley Babbitt murdered by the Capitol Police. And it was a Capitol Police officer who took issue with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but but you know what? He was, I don't know, man. He was trying to be
Intimidating.
trying to be intimidating, trying to stare us down like they do. But he's not the first grown-ass man to try to stare me and Nicole Ruffin down. But he was.
That's right.
He was a nervous fellow with a gun, though. He looked very nervous. And then when he didn't look nervous, he looked sloppy because, you know, here we are in this big congressional hearing room, which was the nicest congressional hearing room I've been in. It was fancy. And when he was.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Anyway, when he was supposed to be guarding all these congressional members and witnesses, he had you know, his butt leaning against the column, and he was very like.
Oh my goodness.
Just sloppy looking.
Not very attentive. Very unprofessional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Man alive, that's crazy. Well, yeah, God bless y'all, and keep on fighting the good fight. Don't let them. They're trying to intimidate that First Amendment away. They think they're doing with Trump, but they're doing with us, and they're doing with you. If you stand for the First Amendment, they don't like it. You know, they would get rid of it if they could. That's right.
They are
But all righty, we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all again for being out there.
You guys. Good night, boys.
All right.
We'll do God Bless the USA.
Or grown-ass men. I don't know why I always call them boys, but they're just some youngsters. Handle your phone.
Yes, big boys.
All right, you guys ready?
Ready to deliver, B. Come on, Rebecca. We need to sing her.
Come on, Rebecca.
We need to sing her. It's not me.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for
Freedom!
and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains
Of North Dakota, go Rough Riders!
to Shining Sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA,
And Florida.
there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget
The guys inside!
who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Hey!
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget
The ladies inside!
who gave that right to me. And I
Comes the big finale.
stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
All the way! All the way! Fight, fight, fight! Fight, fight, fight! Fight, fight, fight!
All right.
All right.
Thanks everybody for tuning in and showing up. And we'll pray for you. You pray for us, and let's keep everybody, all the families traveling to DC in our prayers because there is bad weather, and some of them are coming from that direction. So.
Everybody in this path of the hurricane.
Yes, people that live there, people that are traveling through it, and everybody else that involves. So thank you again, and we'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, Freedom Corner Gangsters, thanks for joining us tonight. Don't forget to say your prayers. Don't let the Betty Bugs bite. Pray for me, and we will see you all tomorrow. God bless.
Please go and check out the baby registry for the Atwoods. I know that they can really